So we're here today actually looking at some research that we would have showed on the weed tour had we not had the COVID-19 pandemic. So we had to cancel the weed tour as a result. But one of the tests we did want to highlight was one where we're looking at dicamba applications on Palmer amaranth. When that technology, we first looked at that, and gosh, we started looking at it over a decade ago in research plots, we were getting very consistent control, a lot of times fairly lengthy sizes from 2 inches, quite a bit taller. But more recently, last year we were starting to see some escapes in some fields, and this year it seems like we're seeing more escapes. And this is one of the tests where we went out in these soybeans and we sprayed them, and they were a little on, Palmer amaranth would have been a little bit on the big side. They were 6 inches or so, maybe some a little bit taller, with 22 ounces of XtendiMax and a quart of Roundup Power Max. Then we came back 10 days after that application with another 22 ounces of XtendiMax, and we are standing here today 2 weeks after that follow-up application. And you can see the control leaves a lot to be desired. We're going to compare and contrast this to looking at using the actual pre and then following up, because we are getting better control with that. But we do have a number of folks, because Roundup and dicamba has been so effective, particularly on Palmer amaranth, basically not even using a pre anymore. But with the sliding we're starting to see in the effectiveness of dicamba on Palmer amaranth, that's not going to be a good way to go, clearly. What we're looking at is, again, Palmer amaranth that's escaped an application of Roundup and XtendiMax. Also, we have escapes out here of prickly sida and jungle rice, which kind of been the three last year or two have been very common in a lot of our fields, slipping through a Roundup and dicamba application. So what we've done here in these Xtend beans is we've come back over the top last week with a high rate of Anthem Max, 4 ounces to the acre and a quart of Roundup. And you can see it's starting to work on the pigweed pretty good. I hope it goes ahead and takes those escapes on down. My guess is it will some and maybe not others, but it's still too early to tell. And the glyphosate, I hope, will work on the jungle rice. We do have about 15% of the population of jungle rice in this state is glyphosate resistant. So in most cases, it should control it, but we'll find out here in about 10 days.